In this lesson, we're going to be covering pattern interrupts, the importance of them, and understanding why they are so crucial to know to get people to watch all the way through and engage with your content and actually lead them to trusting you, which will make them want to work with you as a consequence. So what we're going to be touching on is what is pattern interrupts, how to actually use them, and why they are so important. Without further ado, let's jump right into it. So when you first upload a video, you are going to first hook your audience. That is going to be the core essence of what actually makes them want to watch in the first place. If you don't know already, the hook is the first 1 to 3 seconds of your video. When someone lands on your video, you have a split second to earn their attention. It's a very limited time that you have to actually get them interested and engaged with your video. So once you engage the viewer with your hook, they understand the context of what the video is going to be about, and this is what gets them to actually stop scrolling. Now, what the problem with this is that most people only focus on this part. Now, it is important that you actually focus on the hook first, which is crucial to avoid people dropping off right away and then you getting no engagement after that. But if you don't include repeated reasons why they should continue watching, then you're going to get something like this where people are engaged throughout the hook, but then you don't convince them of why they should stay, so they drop off midway through, in the beginning, or even right after the hook. You see right here in this retention graph, people are watching, then immediately they stop watching because it just stopped connecting with them. They felt like, okay, this person put so much effort in the beginning, but then doesn't really care about the middle and end. So that's why people are going to just drop off. Now, I understand how frustrating this could be, but there is a method in order to actually get them to stay. So what is a pattern interrupt? Let's break it down. So this breaks the expected flow of what people are expecting. The easiest way to think about it is it's just multiple hooks that happen throughout the rest of your video. You hook them in the beginning, and then you just continue hooking them again and again and again throughout the rest of the video. You re-engage the viewer's attention, and this snaps them back in and reminds them why they should keep watching. And you can accomplish this in many different ways. The example I'm going to be using is from my video, and it's essentially just changing the camera angles throughout the video. This creates curiosity, surprise, or even anticipation. There's multiple different strategies behind it and different ways you can re-engage them. And it's just giving them a reason to continue watching. It can be by providing some clarity or curiosity of what someone is going to be doing, or finding a way to stand out by either being funny or engaging people with a simplistic or different way of giving your example, or literally just by making them curious to learn more. So why does this matter? So we've already touched on how it prevents that drop off. So people are watching, and then if it doesn't hook them again, then they just drop off. Another reason is that it keeps people engaged to want to continue watching. More watch time equals stronger content, as simple as that is. If you really master pattern interrupts, then you can increase the engagement in your content drastically by how many people are liking, sharing, commenting, and actually watching your video all the way through. The algorithm is just naturally going to push that video out to more people because it sees that more people are engaging with it. And the other reason is it increases their chance of conversion. You see, if people don't watch, they don't convert. The attention is what actually leads to the results. So if you actually want people to trust you, then they want to see that you're putting in some real effort and you actually care about the content you're making. And that's what's going to lead people to actually want to buy from you and actually trust you, because they see that you are actually providing them real value that they can actually use. Now let's apply this to show you a perfect example of how it's done. You are going to watch one of my videos right now and see how I actually apply the pattern interrupt in the content itself. So take a look at the video, and then we're going to be breaking it down. Did you know that if you move from one shot, then cut to another angle of you doing the same thing, the video looks so smooth you can't stop watching? So if you turn your head, move the camera to another angle. And if you want to grab something, cut while you're doing it. It's super smooth, easy to edit, and gets views. All right, now it's time to apply this for ourselves. What we first saw was that I started off with the hook. So that was the first 1 to 3 seconds of the video. I engaged people right off the bat by walking into frame and looking at the camera, talking. I had the big bold text right there, and I had some added depth by including that rail right in front of the camera, just to add in some more layers to the video. Once I finished the hook, then I start delivering the value. This is where you start giving the actual core value and information that people are going to be taking away from the video. But this is also where people start getting bored. As you can see here, I start talking, I go over what the video is actually about, people are engaged, but then attention begins to fade. A good way to think about it, for short form content, you want to add another pattern interrupt every 3 to 5 seconds after the previous one. This is what's going to constantly keep people re-engaged, especially for short form content. You already know people have the attention span of a goldfish these days, so you really want to make sure that you keep re-engaging your audience again and again every 3 to 5 seconds. Moving forward, we insert the pattern interrupt. The way I did this one was I turned my head and cut to another shot of me at a different angle. This re-engaged the viewer, and now I got their attention back. So we include the pattern interrupt, then we continue delivering the value, but if you remember, you have to re-engage them again because the attention starts to fade after that 3 to 5 second mark. So I have to do something again to re-engage my viewer. So I added another pattern interrupt, and since this was a bit of a short video, I just added one last re-engagement before the end. What I did here was I turned the other way and looked down. It's a new angle that the audience hasn't seen yet from me, and that re-engaged them again. You want to remind them why they should keep watching. Like I've said repeatedly, this tells them what is coming up next. And you do that by building anticipation and teasing a payoff. The way that I did this, I tossed the tennis ball up in the air, and then in the final shot, I caught the tennis ball. It's a different angle once again. It's giving them what you promised in the video. So like I said, I tossed the tennis ball up in the air. They were expecting me to catch it, and this is where the trust was built. Not by me just catching a tennis ball, but by including these pattern interrupts constantly to re-engage the viewer. This delivers a payoff, and then we end with a call to action. It's as simple as me just walking off, and it says follow for more tips. You tell them what to do next, and that doesn't have to just be from follow for more tips. It can be to DM a word or click the link above, whatever your goal is for your content. So that covers pattern interrupts here. I hope you have a much better understanding of how to actually apply this to yourself. But I would say if you still have confusion about how to actually use pattern interrupts, or if you want to know some other tricks and methods on how to re-engage your viewers again for your specific content, then I suggest that you click the link below to apply working with me. You'll just fill out a quick form, and then we will have a strategy call going over your content, your goals, and see how we can help your business scale with social media. My previous clients have started off below 500 views. They weren't sure how to create content and how to actually use social media to their benefit. Then after working with me, they were able to skyrocket their views, getting millions of people watching and engaging with their content, which gave them a much larger reach and awareness for their brand and their business. So if you're interested in working with me, then click the link below, schedule a one-on-one session with me, and let's strategize your content together.